Episode 63 of the Super Parent Syndrome, and I am your host, Dr. Nick Fanning. Today we're going to be talking about why 1%? Why not 3%? Why not 5%? Why not 10%? Sit back, relax. Let's answer that question.
Parenting in the 21st century is ever evolving, and while you balance work, kids, and your sanity, it's easy to feel discouraged. Welcome to the Super Parent Syndrome with your host, Dr. Nick Fanning.
So I've actually had some feedback on my first episode and the newsletters that I've been sending out already. And so they're like, hey, why is it the 1% club? Why not more? Why not 5% or 10% or 100%? You guys are always talking about being all in and going all out and doing your very, very best. Well, here's the thing. I think anybody can sit down and rationally say, what if I was 1% better today? What would that look like? In fact, that's a very good reflective question to even ask when you're meditating. Just saying, if I was 1% more present with my children today, what would that look like? And then just contemplate that. Would that be putting your phone away? And in fact, I've actually joined a challenge among some of my fellow brothers at Wake Up Warrior, and we are putting our phones away from 6:30 to 9:30 every single night for 90 days. I encourage you guys to just join that, because what an amazing movement. Imagine if you did that and what that would look like for your kids or for your spouse and the relationships that you would have there. And maybe it's not even all the way till 9:30. Maybe it's just till bedtime. But imagine getting off of work, once you're getting home, all the important people in your life are already there, and putting that phone away. What could that look like? Now, that's a huge jump for some people. But instead, what if you just answer the question, what would it be like if I was 1% more in tune or more present with my family? Maybe it could be the fact that you set a timer for 15 minutes and you give them undivided attention. And then for some, if you look at these statistics, even in America, 15 minutes is pretty dang long. They say it's like 3 minutes of uninterrupted quality time per day on average with a parent and their child, meaning no distractions, no multitasking, things like that. That's insane. That's getting a little crazy for there, folks. So when I say 1%, I mean that what if you're 1% healthier? What were you just 1% a better human being? What if you were 1% more authentic to yourself? That's where we'll be looking at that. And over the course of a year, that's 365 days. That is 3.5 times better of a person that you were than when you started. And that's all I'm going to ask is that 1% every single day. We're not going to retreat. We're not going to back down. We're not going to go part of the way and come back to where we were. This is a no retreat. Burn the bridges, burn the boats, 1% every single day. And that's why I came up with that. So your action step today, I want you to go through and I want you to cut bait. And what that means is, where is in your life a negative influence that's holding you back? Okay, for some of you, you might have to go through and unfriend people on Facebook or even unfollow people. I have unfollowed people that were constantly putting negativity on my timeline. I've actually also cut down on the social media stuff. So it comes down to like, hey, what networks can you even drop? What can you do what apps can you take off your phone? I even dropped one of my favorite ones was Reddit, and that was just one of those things where I was looking at, oh my goodness, all sorts of crazy stuff. You just kind of scroll and scroll and scroll, and before you know it, you're already an hour past your bedtime, and you're like, I'm no smarter. In fact, I think I'm dumber in the world. What are you going to do to cut the chaff from the wheat? So that way you're having purpose with your actions. That way you're not secretly hoping to get away and just take a look at Snapchat instead of spending a little one-on-one time with the wife or with the kids. So I'm asking you right now, is where can you do one little thing? And it may not be much. It might be just 2 people that are constantly on your newsfeed that you just have to unfollow. You may not even have to unfriend them, just unfollow them so they don't show up in your timeline. You'll still be friends. You can still contact them. But at the same time, it's just that 1% better. So that's your challenge for today. Get focused.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Super Parent Syndrome. Please be sure to visit peptalksforparents.com for more content and our free newsletter. And remember, you are not alone.